My ex said the universe would provide. So I stopped providing. What happened next made me question whether karma has a sense of humor or a conscience. She texted me out of nowhere, "You're not my type anymore. I've evolved beyond you." I blinked at the screen, rubbed my eyes, and typed back one word, "Congratulations." Then I leaned back, stared at my monitor, and watched her so-called evolution play out in real time, from my brand new penthouse, while she scrambled to keep the lights on in the apartment I'd been paying for. Funny how personal growth looks a lot like unpaid rent. I'm Nathan, 38. IT consultant by trade, problem solver by nature. Jessica, 35, called herself a lifestyle coach, which is a fancy way of saying she posted pastel quotes on Instagram and charged people $200 to tell them to drink more water and manifest abundance. We'd been together 6 years. Lived together for 4. I thought we were building something. Turns out, she was just building her brand. It was a Wednesday night. I remember because I was deep in the trenches, debugging a nightmare of a code issue for a client. The clock said 11:03 p.m. when her message came through like a fire alarm in a quiet office. "Nathan, I need to be honest. You're not my type anymore. I've been doing inner work with my spiritual advisor and realized I've evolved beyond our relationship. You're stuck in your corporate mindset while I'm ascending to my higher self. I'm moving forward with someone who matches my vibrational frequency. Best wishes on your journey." Yeah, that was the whole text. Like a breakup guided by astrology and essential oils. I stared at it for maybe 20 seconds. My fingers hovered over the keyboard before I finally typed, "Congratulations on your evolution." She fired back instantly. "That's it? No fight, no emotion? This is exactly what I mean, you're emotionally stunted." I didn't reply. Just turned back to my code and hit run. Watching the compiler work made more sense than that conversation ever would. What Jessica didn't know, what she never bothered to ask, was that I'd already been planning to leave. For 2 months, actually. My so-called corporate mindset had just landed me a senior architect position at a major tech firm. $250,000 base, plus equity. Life-changing money. I'd been waiting for the final contract before telling her, mostly out of curiosity, to see what spiritual alignment looked like when there were dollar signs involved. Because I knew exactly how she'd react. If I'd told her earlier, she'd suddenly rediscover her love for me, talk about energetic synchronicity and shared abundance. Please. Our lease was in both names, but let's be real, I was the one keeping the place standing. She threw in about $400 a month from her coaching business, and I covered the other $3,600, rent, utilities, her car insurance, her organic grocery hauls, her yoga retreats. I even paid for her subscription to that spiritual advisor she always quoted. But sure, she had evolved beyond me. If only evolution came with a budgeting plan, the next morning, she was gone. No goodbye, no closure, just an empty side of the bed and a single crystal sitting on the kitchen counter. There was a little handwritten note under it. "For your heart chakra. You'll need it." I actually laughed. Then I tossed the crystal straight into the trash. I figured my heart chakra would survive without quartz therapy. Once the silence settled in, I did what any practical man would do. I got to work. First call was to the landlord. I explained